Going on? I'm Scott, and that is, of course, Mr. Ryan O'Regan. And as you can tell right now by the backdrop that we are on Tales from the Film Set Watch Party. Entertain me. Uh, Devani will be
Classic.
on. Yeah, we're going to basically kibitz for a few minutes. We're going to get started in a few. But as you can see down below, right down there, it's West Side Story, Oscars 2022. The Steven Spielberg, holy shit, I can't believe it. It flopped,
Well,
and
can you really say it flopped when it was pretty much put up against Spider-Man No Way Home? I mean,
I say it
it's one of
flopped.
those things where
I
it's like
say
if
it
Spider-Man
flopped.
hadn't come out, it probably would have done fine. But don't forget, this was a time when people were still a little bit apprehensive about going to the theater. It wasn't until Spider-Man was like, okay, this is what I'm coming out for.
Well, I say flop on three different fronts. One, because it cost $100 million and only made 73 plus million at the box office. So right there, boom, you lost underneath. Two, it's Steven Spielberg, and you expect that bar to be pretty friggin' high, movie quality or not. He has been a bankable item for Hollywood. And three, they didn't have to put it out at that point.
No, I think that's probably the biggest issue. They put it out at that point simply because they wanted to be in the Oscar race. Had it not come out when it did, I would honestly say probably In the Heights would have stolen for, the musical entry in a lot of these award ceremonies. But unfortunately, because it's Spielberg and because it is relatively a classic as far as musicals are concerned, it kind of edged it out. So, I mean, you
Yeah.
can't fault it as far as awards consideration is concerned.
But like I said, for me, it surprised me a little bit because of the fact that Steven Spielberg is not known for movie flops. And for me, I don't care.
Mhm.
It was listen. It had Oscar nominated everything like that, but it didn't make back its budget. And the budget, as silly as it sounds, was only $100 million. You think a Spielberg movie would be making well over $100 million.
Granted, but because it also was like a musical, it also really didn't have any big names drawing it. There was really
Mhm.
nothing different from the outset of the like made it look different from West Side Story. Which
Mhm.
anyone who's ever seen West Side Story, you know how it looks, you know how it sounds, and this is an exact copy of that, just with a better polish. It's not
Mhm.
like he updated it for 21st century ideology. It's not like he went ahead and added new songs. It's pretty much
I thought
like
there was
when
a
they tried to remake Psycho scene by scene.
well, I thought they did actually have a couple of new songs added to this.
Did they? I
Yeah,
haven't
listen.
heard it, but I mean, every time I've looked at the soundtrack, it's the same stuff. It's
I thought there was a song.
Maria and When You're a Jet and all that classic.
Maybe you know what it was. It wasn't the fact that it was different. I think it might have been differently placed. That's what it was. I think
Different
things
order.
different order. Yeah, I haven't seen this yet, so
Well,
I'm
neither have
finding
I.
out.
To be honest, I personally had no interest in seeing this movie when it came out in theaters, again, because of Spider-Man. But I also know that West Side Story is also one of my sister's favorite musicals, so I'm very well attuned to the movie because all the time she would watch it on VHS when she was a kid, and I was a younger kid, and I would have to hear the music. So
Well, yeah, I saw.
at least I can say this more so than other ones. I'm like, I can probably tell some nuances and I can tell some differences between one or the other.
Yeah, I don't know. With West Side Story, I remember seeing it in that senior chorus in high school because it was one of those things that back when you were a kid in the 80s and 90s, they used to wheel in the VCR and the TV into the room. You're too young to maybe remember what a VCR is, but yeah,
It's like
but
a
yeah,
DVD player but bigger.
this is precursor to the DVD, the Blu-ray, or basically just downloading it off the internet. But yeah, when they used to wheel it in on the metal cart, you knew you were in for an easy day. And we watched West Side Story in class, and it's like, all right, well, this is a good fucking good use of 4 days out of us here.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact. This was like, as a child, my mother's favorite movie. She went to see this in the theaters like 19 times, and
Well, that's the thing. I mean, musicals were big back in those days. Now it's like,
mhm.
you're lucky to see one every 3 years, and let alone one that does well. This
Yeah.
year we were
Well,
lucky to get like two.
I mean, I say Greatest Showman wasn't terrible. It did decent at the box office.
Yeah, and I personally think that In the Heights was phenomenal,
Mhm.
and that's not even counting any Disney musical stuff.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a Disney movie; it's always going to be musical. But
Oh
that's
yeah,
besides the point. Again,
that's
compared
kind
to
of
this
Disney
stuff,
thing there.
Which, of course, just in case anyone is wondering, since we are doing this on the road to Oscars on March 27th, we do only have 2 weeks left. So obviously, we're not going to be able to get through every single nominated movie, but I
Thank
can
God.
tell you that the 2 movies that we do have left leading up to that 27th date, next week we will be doing Dune, the new
Patrick Stewart
high-priced
movie.
version, part one of the 2 movie series that they're doing, which of course is now on HBO Max. So if you want to go ahead and watch those, but then that's the best way to do it. And then the week of the Oscars leading up to it, I will not be here. I will be in Disney. And because I will be in Disney, I'm making everyone else watch Encanto.
I was going to say, did you really pick this up where it's like this? All right, which movie do I want to watch the least? Let me make these friggin' bastards watch this thing. Let's go with Encanto. I mean, here's the ironic thing. We started with a CGI movie and we're ending with one.
Right.
Which I think basically bookends it nicely that way. We had a will they, won't they last week with Bronco Henry.
Because when it comes to like these kinds of movies, when it comes to Oscar movies in general, it's rarely things that are in popular mind frames.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like the Oscar bait stuff that is done at the end of the year or at the beginning of the new year, just for the nomination sort of factor.
Mm-hmm.
There were probably movies that happened like early last year that didn't get nominated because it wasn't out in time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to really think about movies that people would want to watch along with us. I mean, they've wanted to watch Hawkeye with us. They wanted to watch Boba Fett for the few episodes we did. And they definitely wanted to watch Peacemaker. I don't necessarily want to make people watch anything that's going to be boring simply because of the fact that it's Oscar nominated. Because nowadays, Oscar nominated almost means very little unless it's a really good film.
And maybe at the same time, that has my idea. Maybe we should watch some shit. We should watch the worst movies ever made. Rewatch The Room. I got it on DVD. Rewatch, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Robot Monster, EGOT, Them. I mean, The Crawling Eye. I was raised on really shitty horror films, and I can rifle off like 15 in my head right off the top of my head here. And maybe we should do what I'm going to call right off the bat a bad movie beatdown. Coining a phrase, possibly.
It's a possibility. Certainly, anybody that's in the comments, anyone that's going to be watching along with us, if you see this, if there are any bad movies that you would like to have us watch along
movie
with
you can imagine.
Let us go full Mystery Science Theater 3000 riff track sort of mentality, where it's so bad that we can't help but comment on it. Go ahead and let us know, and we will definitely consider it after the Oscars has already been finalized, and we see who won, who lost, and who didn't spend enough money in promotion.
I'm going to shoot myself in the foot by saying this too. I am very, very squeamish when it comes to horror films. If you dickbags want to put me through it and make me watch like the worst horror films like Saw, Human Centipede, Final Destination, oh my God, I will fucking die. And it could be fun for a lot of you.
Don't give me ideas.
Oh, dude, I'm throwing it out there. I'm willing to take the hit on behalf of the company that I'm trying to build here, and Streampunk Entertainment, to put myself in a position where, yes, I will watch things that will freak me out and make me not sleep for 3 days straight, just to make everybody happy.
Oh no, because I can tell you right now, I watched something over the weekend.
Do I see reaction videos out of this?
It's on Hulu. It's the new Sebastian Stan movie, Fresh.
Mm-hmm. I could actually. Here's the thing. I think basically we have reaction fodder hardcore if we did this, because I would just sit there. We'll thumbnail it. Chicken shit Scott reacts to X movie, X video game. Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know.
I mean, we can do stuff like that as long as you're willing, but you have to be willing.
I would be willing to take the hit, because probably my reaction will be great for you guys to laugh at me.
Fair. That's fine. I have no problem with that.
But something went wrong. Please restart the HBO Max app.
Yeah, which, by the way, we are watching on HBO Max today. I do know that it is available also on Disney Plus, but we just want to make sure that everyone is in sync. And obviously, one streaming channel may not be the same as the others, regardless of the runtime, because of promotional stuff and like that. So I don't want to necessarily say it's one time on here when it's another time to queue things up on time. So if you are going to watch along with us, HBO Max is the way to go. Not a sponsor.
Yes. But it could be if we wanted to be, if we aim for it.
And it is now 5:10. Do we want to go ahead and still wait for Devani?
I would say let's get started. I will have to restart right now because basically I had a glitch on HBO Max, had to turn my TV off and back on again. But if you want to get started, since we have all the previews and all that rot anyway.
Well, yeah, you definitely want to start at 32 seconds.
Thank you. That actually, thank you. That's very helpful.
Yeah, it'll be a nice big HBO right there,
Yes.
And mind you, I am pretty much color coded for tonight's event. So while I am wearing blue for the Jets, I do have red pants on for the Sharks. So I'm completely unilateral here. No bias. I mean, we all know how it ends, but still.
Speaking of Devani. Anyway.
Well, yeah, there he is.
Thank you. That actually. Thank you.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, it'll be a nice big
Good,
just
how
in
you doing,
time as we were finally setting up.
Yeah, get this thing rolling.
All right, so what movie are we watching?
West Side Story.
The 2021 version via HBO Max, not Disney Plus.
Yes, I had to reboot all of this stuff because the Fire Stick decided, you know what? I know you're live streaming right now, but let me crap out right at this moment.
Which, by the way, just for future reference, because it's going to come into play for 2 weeks from now, Devani, do you have Disney Plus?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to say we have Obi-Wan coming, so we need to hardcore discuss that.
Well, yeah, of course he has. He was with us during the Book of Boba Fett stuff, so of course he'd have Disney Plus.
But you don't know. Maybe he canceled Disney Plus.
No, never.
He's like, I saw
as bad as Book of Boba Fett was. I don't see that being a counseling.
I'm good at this point. I can't get a better romance than Raylo anymore. I'm just gonna get rid of DP. That's it. I'm done with it.
Which I hate to ask you how you felt about the Obi-Wan trailer.
It was definitely a trailer.
Definitely a trailer.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely going to be more dramatic than what we've gotten so far. But
it
also looks like it's going to be very boring.
Yeah,
it could be a lot of walking and talking.
Oh yeah, I heard somebody said watching horror movies make them squeamish.
You heard that? Yes.
Yeah, no, him. Definitely him.
Devani, if you had a curly mustache, would you be curling it right now?
Yes.
Yes. Let's put the little bastard through here.
Devani, we're like-minded. We're like-minded here. We already know that there are some gruesome, gory, grotesque, almost, H.R. Geiger-esque things that
I got the perfect film for him.
I gave you guys some movies right there. I will tell you right now, I don't do well with entrapment film. I'm throwing it right out there for the sake of the channel and basically putting myself on the line just for everybody's benefit. Entrapment is the worst horror film I can deal with. Final Destination is brutal because I know it's coming and I have no control over it.
No.
So when you say entrapment, are we talking stuff like, what would be a good one?
Saw.
Like anything that has something to do with mazes, puzzles,
and cased or in tune. So something like Buried with Ryan Reynolds. And
helplessness. Helplessness is a big part of it too.
Oh, I got something way better for him.
For him, he's talking about like I'm not even freaking here.
Devani, your eyes are getting a little bit too evil for the lighthearted family musical that we're going to be watching.
He's gonna pull like a Grinch sort of smile where it's like,
yeah, no, just curl it up.
I got the perfect film for him.
Are you gonna throw it out there? Are you gonna tell me what basically you're gonna make me you have to watch here?
Yeah, Evil Dead.
What's that?
Not the old school one, the remake.
Wait, which one?
That one I never saw. I was going to say Resident Evil, the first one. That hit me pretty hard because again there was helplessness involved.
The new one, the Welcome to Raccoon City.
That's
no. I said Evil Dead, not Resident Evil.
I know. But I'm just, I remember basically being in theaters, and watching Resident Evil. We had that scene where like the lasers were coming at him.
Yeah.
That right there.
When he just got all chopped up.
I don't handle helplessness.
Oh yeah, no, that was good CGI.
That was
good eye bleeding and the goop and.
But that's like I said, that's the kind of stuff that Yes, I'm throwing
This
a lot
is
out
so
there.
not West Side Story material.
I feel
This is the
shitty.
wrong mind
I'm
frame
so
to be going into this
shitty.
movie.
My pants will
It's like
be
blood.
shitty
It's like
tonight.
just let the Jets and the Sharks fight it out. Screw it.
Yeah, exactly. So, all
West
right,
Side Story in 30 seconds.
do you want to get this started? I'm
I
sitting
can
here.
get started.
I'm
Devani,
sitting
we
here
are
with
at 32 seconds. If you
All
want
right.
to queue up.
I'm at 37, where it says contains tobacco depictions. Letting you know, people are going to smoke in this.
Oh, so 37.
That's where I am. Yeah, where it says contains tobacco depictions.
All right, I can hurry up to 37. Hold on.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll just wait it out. We'll catch it.
All right, I'm at
Okay,
31.
paused.
No, I'm at 40. I'm at 40. Oh, that's what it says.
How do we always get like a couple of seconds off each other?
I'm at 792.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
also keeping.
just gonna quickly go to 40.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Pause.
So I'm at 30. Devani, where are you at?
40.
I'm at
All right.
40.
So I'm going to basically
Just unpause it and then pause it real quick.
Okay, so 38, 39, 40. Okay.
Okay.
There, I'm at 40 now. So we're gonna get started for realsies right about now. How's that sound?
For shizzle.
Groovy, Daddy-o. Don't be a square, man. Hey, it's 1950s.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's the 50s, man.
I'm so glad I didn't wear a flannel.
So hey, I wore flannel as an 80s goth. So all right. Anyway, we're getting started for real. We're hitting play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Contains tobacco depiction. So letting you know they're going to smoke. They're gang members, man. They're badass. They're going to smoke cigarettes.
They're so cool because they smoke cigarettes.
Oh my God, they're so badass. By the way, to help me through this, because this is 2.5 hours in length and I actually get tired, I have a cup full of 80 proof scotch right here. And it's going to help me through the day. I have it in a nice little English teacup, which I think is a nice touch there.
Oh no, I'm flying straight on this because
I have water too.
It's one of those things where it's like you have to be like a little bit more cool about this sort of stuff. Be cool, man. And you get that whistle right off the bat.
Yeah.
Got a question. Do they do that snapping?
Probably. Listen, the snapping part is a big part of this. So when you're a jet. So basically we got an overhead shot of rubble. Is this Terminator?
That is a building that got torn down.
Where's the skeleton robot walking in?
Slum clearance.
He's stepping on a skull. That's right. This isn't your mother's home West Side Story. Welcome to the development of tomorrow.
Oh God, yeah, that's right. Lincoln Center wasn't built yet.
Yeah, I guess not. Now, all of this, my understanding, was shot in Patterson. There was a monstrous soundstage that was done over there, which was actually really good for the town of Patterson too. But by my understanding, the people that were bussed in from New York City for this, they got a first-person view of what Patterson's really like, and it kind of looked like this. Yeah.
Oh, poor Patterson.
When I was a financial advisor, I used to have clients over in Patterson, and then I find out later, it's like, oh yeah, somebody got stabbed the next block over. It's like, all right, I'm not going to have clients in Patterson anymore.
It always kills me that Patterson ended up like that, because I mean that's like the birthplace of one of my comic heroes.
Which hero?
Lou Costello.
Okay. You know what? You said comic. I was thinking comic book. I'm sorry. But yeah, Lou Costello is from there.
I mean, I'm sure there were comic books made about him. He had his own cartoon series.
Oh, that was a nice intro. Is that Tony? Oh, God. Is that for the hair and the grease? Nope, paint cans. Never mind.
If I could have done my hair up, I would have.
If I had any hair.
Bad enough I had it emo for Tuesday's Batman talk.
Yeah, by the way, thank you guys for handling that, too.
Why you didn't tell me about Batman talk?
Would you want to be on it?
Of course.
Oh, shit, Brooks.
I mean...
Yeah, that's on me. That's you put that blame on me.
Privacy wherever you can find it.
That's right. I made out with that one. Look at me. Look how badass I was. I had the little tiny tattoo on my arm.
Exactly.
Men working. Oh, that's right.
Oh, don't freeze on me.
Oh, really, dude? No.
No.
Come on. Hold on, let me try and fast forward a bit.
Right now, I'm at 413.
And I'm
415?
415.
16 now, 17.
Now.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say this right up front. This is gorgeous. This is so much more impressive right now than the
Okay, I'm
original
at
one was.
430 now.
Yeah, 4032. Yeah, you're fine, I'm sure. Yeah, what they did here with the setup and the color scheme and everything like this, the Apple TV show Brightside or Hello Tomorrow actually has much of the same setup like this, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The one disappointment that I'm going to say for what you guys are seeing here is that 95% of the stuff that they put together, you're never going to see in this movie, and it's disappointing that way.
Oh no.
No, but you do what you can to create the environment, and
Oh yeah,
considering how colorful West Side Story was,
dude, yes.
it's good that they're able to keep a good amount of realism to it, but still make it pop.
I'd say the choreography, at least thus far, is better than the original too. Oh yeah, look at this! Look at this right here. Yeah. I can't believe this actually only cost $100 million. I would have figured this would be 250. Yeah, I don't know how much those dancers got paid, but I'm sure they got paid a lot of bank for this movie. Even the
Well, that's the
background
thing.
actors,
When you take over New York like you do, it becomes expensive.
those background actors alone were probably making $4 to $5 grand. Oh, is that the guy from Walking Dead and Fantastic Beasts? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit.
Come on, she wants to be in.
Yeah.
I want to be down. I want to be down.
Not the best painters.
Mm,
Well, it's not about the painting. It's about the disrespect.
exactly. And there we go.
Yeah, but you get more disrespect if you actually use the sprayer.
Ow.
Oh,
Oh.
paint can to the head.
I think I jumped ahead a couple seconds from you. Sorry about that. So.
Yeah, I don't remember the original being that physical.
No. Like I said, you can already see the production quality is much, much higher. Also, because basically with the
Okay,
original,
I'm sorry. How do you realistically slip on that?
I guess you could.
Yeah, you can.
You slip on a rolling one, and then your ankle goes out underneath of it.
It was an open road. Just sidestep. No, they caught him. Well, okay, that was a string.
You think? That one guy looks like Will Estes.
Oh, here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
It's Krupke.
Oh.
Oh,
Always
don't
interference.
Oh, don't you be making anything difficult here. Your Jets and your Sharks, you get right out of here right now. Don't be messing it up here. Yeah. Hey, Officer Krupke.
Okay. I recognize the actor.
Who is that? I'm trying to figure that out.
He's done his fair share of musical theater.
No, except the resume then, yeah. Hey, Officer Krupke.
Oh.
Krupke. Oh, we got a detective here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my butt puckered a little on that puppy. That looked like it went clean through too.
Phrasing.
It also got a bit of a gritty cinematic style to it as well. The color filters on it.
That's Corey Stoll, right?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out too.
Ooh.
Looks like him. If you put like a wig on them.
Hmm.
That's the thing. Whenever you see an actor who's like predominantly bald, when you see him with hair, it's like so jarring.
It's like seeing J.K. Simmons with hair.
Yes, exactly. Or even now, if like, you know, what's his face? What? Die Hard.
Bruce
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
If he put a wig on, no.
Well, remember when Jason Alexander legitimately had one? Because he actually had like a surgery that actually created like a custom formed like hairpiece that he had to replace every couple of months. And for a while there, Jason Alexander had like this gigantic full head of hair. It looked okay, but he spent too many years as George Costanza.
Okay, I'm pulling up that IMDb because that's going to haunt me if I don't know who that is.
There we go.
Yep, that is Corey Stoll.
Okay, what happened to your audio right there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's weird. Actually, your audio got a little weird right there, and I overheard something. It almost sounded like you overheard the movie. So, fight the power. Do you hear the people sing in the voice of angry men? Yeah.
And this is just a little fight. Imagine when the Puerto Rican Day Parade comes around.
Snitches get stitches. Now, was there a detective in the original one, or was it all Krupke?
We're very impressionable.
I kind of wanted to actually be involved in this in some way.
My people.
You know what?
What?
Mm-hmm.
My people.
My people.
Look, back in the day, the Irish really hung around New York. So
Yeah.
The Irish I hated too. Boy, there was a lot of contempt for the Irish.
And to think, there's not too much difference in the storyline than it was back then.
Yeah.
How much more galvanizing this kind of talk is now.
Well, I think it did have that disclaimer in there about, racial language and overtones and everything. Yeah.
I didn't even see all them cops.
You mean background cop number 6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I said, I would have liked to have actually do a day on this too. Period stuff's freaking awesome. 48 states. Yeah, back then there was still 48 states in 1957.
Yeah, time changes fast.
Yeah. Stupid fun fact, actually. The kid that designed the flag that we now have is 50 states. He actually, when he submitted it as part of a nationwide contest, his teacher gave him a B- for her design.
B minus.
Yes, and then when basically the country actually adopted the flag, the teacher changed it to an A. Then. Once you're I think we got a musical coming. Then,
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Apparently, this movie took like 6 months to film too. Long time.
Seriously?
Something like that, dude. It was a long time for this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were saying before, actually, we started.
Here we go.
Yep. I'll come back to that later.
That day, last dying day.
Hey, you're right, Jed. At this bit, here's that fan.
It's basically Fraternity, the song.
Yeah. Those picture cards had to stop hard.
And what you just saw was hazing.
Yeah. A lot of those cars, believe it or not, are actually provided from the place literally across the street from my house. They parked them all on my street for months.
Wow.
I'd walk outside. It was just like this parade of like 55 Chevys.
Got one guy part of the group that they don't acknowledge.
You mean the one guy that's a girl?
Oh shit! Wait, did I just solve it?
Wait, that's a girl, actually?
Yeah, the one they keep ignoring is a girl. They don't want her on because she's a girl.
No girls allowed.
Doesn't even look like a girl.
Well, that's the idea of tomboy.
I thought it was a trans, actually.
Huh?
I thought it was trans, actually. But...
Ansel.
Now, the girl, the one that played Maria was some girl, I think, from Clifton, though, wasn't she? So the one that played Maria was an unknown. I think that came from, I think she was like raised in Clifton, New Jersey. Let me look that up.
It's just, I can't help but see Baby Driver every time I see Ansel Elgort. So it's like, I don't know what else he's done, but I know he's done that.
Yeah, Rachel Zigler. She was born in Hackensack, actually. So yeah, she is local. She's local to this area, and she was raised in Clifton. Okay.
Yep, sounds about right.
That'd be really funny. I lived in Clifton when she was little. Would have been really funny if I actually like crossed paths with her and never knew it.
Yeah, we've probably all passed, some time or another with like half the people that were walking the street.
And if it was a movie, they would actually highlight that. Ships passing in the night and you never know. So, oh yeah, as always. In the meantime, before in between musical
Grassy.
numbers, find us on Twitter at Filmset Tales. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also Twitch at Tales from the Film Set. So right now it is West Side Story. Next week, Dune.
Another long movie that Scott is like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can stay a week.
Well, that's why I've got a little aperitif going on. So, Oh, that was a good shot.
So yes.
There's a whole lot of not dancing going on right now. But now we didn't talk about this too much, but this movie only made less than $74 million at the box office. So for a Spielberg movie, which was a reasonable $100 million, this movie.
Oh my God.
What?
Mons got kicked off.
Who? What?
The movie got kicked off.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's because basically was offended by the fact that I said, it didn't make money back at the box office. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
perfect
you.
timing. They stop.
Fuck you! I'll teach you. And your Fire Stick crapped out. His HBO Max crapped out. Ryan, you're next. Your laptop's just
mine
gonna
only
explode.
like buffered slightly, so I mean, I can't say it's crapped out. And
Dude, your
this
laptop
is
is going to spontaneously catch fire and just explode.
Rita.
Time magazine.
That's how you can tell someone's like a real star. Like even when they've been out of the limelight for so long, and they've aged, you
Yeah.
can still tell it's them.
Well,
They
she was
just
in the
have
original
that
one, wasn't
whole
she?
aura, that look.
Darn it. Oh, crap. How did my thing get knocked out?
Sucks, dude.
I know. I can still bring it up. It's not like, oh my God. All right. What number you at?
2148.
2148.
50.
All right. 2148.
2208. So.
All right. 37.
Cool. Oh, you're at 37?
Well, 2241.
All right. Yeah, you're way ahead of us, but that's good. You can react excited, and then we'll be like, oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, no.
All right. It's back working.
You're a good boy.
Spick and span.
Exactly. You eat off it. Would you?
You can eat, huh?
You could eat off it. Really? Would you do that right now?
No. Hell.
Just like drop a sandwich on the floor.
I could never understood people saying that like the floor is so clean you can eat chicken off of it. Just looking like, yeah, go right ahead.
Hey, depending on the place, the floor may be cleaner than the plates.
Could be. Or clean the plates. Those are things Bilbo Baggins plates. Nice shot of his butt right there. Little Tony took us. Don't know what it is.
Yeah, one thing about the soundtrack, they definitely lean heavy on horns and woodwinds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Well,
all the
that
songs are definitely different, but they all are very related.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was big for the 50s anyway. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like Moulin Rouge where they suddenly, 19th century and they're having modern music kind of thing,
Mm-hmm. This is actually play music.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh yeah, straight from the stage.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, I guess, Disney musicals, they got a sequel to Enchanted coming out this year.
Mm.
I really don't want to see it. I like the first one so much. I was like, I don't want to see it.
Wah, 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 wah. Wait,
Yeah,
Dr.
I actually had to
Dre?
think about it for a second. It's like, yeah, this would have been a 20th Century Fox movie,
Yes.
but it is a Disney movie technically.
Mm.
It
20th
is?
century, but still Disney.
Yeah, that's why it's also on Disney Plus too.
It's 20th Century Studios now.
Yes, can't say Fox.
Was that? Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. Because Fox bought Disney was bought by Disney.
Well, yeah, when we started up before Devani got here, we had the dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
But see, that also negates the Jim Morrison, the Doors song. She's a 20th Century Fox.
So what's going to happen with our Predators and Alien movies? What's going to happen to Die Hard?
Isn't that supposed to be a prequel?
Okay,
to that
when you say it like that, you sound like Junior from the Cleveland Show. I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, that voice. It was just perfect.
I'm not even going to try.
Oh my God, no.
Is that? I was like, that's Kurt. It's Cleveland Show Junior, not like Junior from like the early Family Guy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Thinnish Junior.
Okay, so that's the one that's cast in the new Craven movie.
Okay.
Which one?
The one in the black dress.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
they've cast her as Calypso.
Interesting.
Yes, and Rachel Zigler,
Mm-hmm.
like, she's apparently the standout of the whole movie.
Yes, because she was pretty much a complete unknown, I think, until this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was actually her first movie. And then she finished up Shazam too. And then also she played Snow. That's right, she played Snow White and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The one on Tales from the Film Set we were talking about with Peter Dinklage going off on.
Yeah, but she's lined up for that and Shazam.
Mm-hmm.
And what does she have coming along the lines?
I don't see anything else yet.
That's it. That is completely it. She is as fresh faced as possible.
She's a kid too. My God. By the way, in another way that you want to feel really old, Buffy the Vampire Slayer turns 25 today. The TV show, not the movie. Texted my wife. She just simply sent back one text emoji of this.
Jeez.
Jesus.
So they're basically the Capulets, right? If you're using Romeo and Juliet. Tony would be Montague, right? Because I mean, this was based on Romeo and Juliet too.
Yes. The Jets and all them, the blue would be Montague.
Okay.
Oh, look at Gina all scared. I don't know how to dance.
Gino looks like he doesn't get out much.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, see, it's been probably 30 years easy since I saw the original West Side
Oh
Story.
yeah.
So I mean, obviously I remember how it ends, but I'm trying to remember, the plot line kind of, and
Well, that's the thing. It's like I learned about this movie before I learned about Romeo and Juliet,
really
just
okay,
because of my sister
fair,
and
fair.
her
Well, yeah,
interest in the film. So when I found out that this was just like a modern
Mhm.
retelling of that, I was like,
yeah.
oh, okay. And then I'm like connecting those threads from character to character.
But I'm trying to not spoil it for anybody who somehow does not know how this ends. But I'm also at the same time trying to remember who does what exactly.
Well, that would be a thing if like someone doesn't know West Side Story or Shakespeare. That's like,
Mhm.
thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Glad we're your introduction.
So is Maria going to start killing people at some point?
Always with the
They're also speaking the personification of Spanglish here too.
Hmm.
Oh, how dare you try to be older than you are?
Exactly. Now, I can't speak for behind the scenes on how she was, but obviously to go from complete anonymity to a Spielberg $100 million film and be the face of it, I mean, the amount of poise that she would have had to have, to be able to pull this off. I know Finn Wolfhard, when he got Stranger Things, he used to
Ooh,
talk about
that
the fact
is
that he used to
cool.
throw up and shit all the time. God, that is good, isn't it? Yeah, like I said, I put in for this on too many a lot of occasions, but I'm too fat to be considered worth it for this movie.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on. Give yourself some
Oh,
credit.
yeah. No, I've been told that.
Okay, yeah, I see it now. Yeah,
What's that?
the guy that's a girl.
Mm,
Although this whole scene is very reminiscent of Sing Street
hmm
and how they portrayed it in the one musical.
How's it going, dude? Standing
By the
up
way,
in
you
your
want to see
hospital?
something crazy? Krupke there.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing Back to the Future, the musical, over in England.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing?
That's a thing. And he plays Doc.
Okay, I'm
Google it.
intrigued to hear the
Trust me.
music on this. Okay, I don't know if I didn't tell you guys this, but I listened to the soundtrack for Batman the musical. That was actually a thing. Jim Steinman, who actually did a lot of the music for Bonnie Tyler and Meatloaf, did Batman the musical at one point. It's fucking amazing. But now I have to check out Back to the Future the musical.
See this? I noticed that the girls don't have rivalries. They
Mm.
mad chill. It's just the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. But if you notice with
Oh,
the
but don't
dance numbers,
forget, back then, the ladies really didn't care too much except for what was going on with them. They didn't care about
Mhm.
anyone else unless
Mm.
some guy was getting in on their territory.
Also, I'm sitting here trying to recognize some of the background actors and be like, oh, yeah, I recognize you. Oh, yeah.
It's like my dad.
Your dad looks like that? Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
That's racist.
Hmm. 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 All yous fall in.
Imagine if your high school dances had to have like cops telling you what to do just so you could dance.
I never went to any of my high school dances.
I
Never
did.
went.
I went to my high school dance.
Never went to
Yeah.
my prom. Never bothered with any of that.
My
Really?
high school dance is not so great. Other people's high school dances, those were fun.
Dude, I was voted least likely to succeed by my graduating class. I figured, what the fuck is the point?
Oh, at least you ain't got voted most talkative.
No, I had the
You're
opposite.
stepping up to the plate.
Huh? And for those who watching, yeah, those that voted me for most talkative, look at me now.
Hey, listen, most talkative's not that bad though. Because here's the thing: you got charm and charisma, so most talkatives you could do worse.
It's like we're just friends. Just
Maria, I just met a girl named Maria.
oh, this could definitely end badly.
Oh snap!
San Juan Hill Serenaders.
Cheating! Cheating! You're not with the person that was in front of you.
Exactly.
And now you know I got the picture.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
They're doing all this in one continuous take too. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Which means that camera guy had to come in and out during all that as well.
A lot of crane shots, you can tell.
Yeah. Bad kick there.
Yeah, there was no way any cameraman is risking holding that thing on him and trying to bob in and out like this.
Yeah.
Imagine them getting older now and realize how foolish this crap was.
I don't know. Dance-offs were big in like what, 04, 05? You got served, all movies like that. This is basically the equivalent of You Got Served. That's right. I'm going to join this. I'm taking off my glasses and being all badass. And somebody's going to step on my glasses too. Oh, nice.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
See, they had tryhards even back then.
Guy looks like Mario Lopez. I'm not sure who it is though.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
What we call that?
It's kind of creepy when you think about it.
Yeah.
She's dancing with another guy. She's clearly having fun. And I'm just going to like eyeball her across the room like all James Blunt style.
And she loves it. She's like,
yeah.
You like this tush.
That's why I'm actually not facing you face on, so you can keep staring at my ass.
Like, keep eyeing me. Yes. You like this.
Come on, she's innocent. Don't try to like sully the name of Maria.
Innocent.
But
How
if you
many
notice,
girls said are innocent?
if you notice though, the light is basically focusing so much on her specifically while all the background actors are dancing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that light I think had to move for that too.
Oh, that's a shot right there.
Yeah.
All that
Oh,
backlighting.
they got smoke going on. I can see it. Like I said, the fact that this movie came in at $100 million, if that is the accurate number, that's really impressive. Because I was there for Greatest Showman. I promise you that was not $100 million. And the work quality on this is, I think, better.
Oh,
The
she's
question is,
so
should this have been
adorable.
$100 million? That's what I would wonder. I mean, obviously they had a lot of money go to like background and lighting and trying to set all that, but I mean, the script shouldn't have been hard. The music is all there.
Yeah, but doing all the shots and all the takes that are required for this to get the intricacies of it. I mean, this right here with this dance between the two of them, they might have done this 10 times, at least, the entire dance number.
Oh, so adorable. So adorable.
It's adorbs.
It's adorable.
Either she's really short or he's really tall.
You're both right.
Yeah. Either she's really tall. Yes.
Unless they did great CGI, so that's where the millions came from.
Huh.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it a lot, dancing with you. Damn, he's smooth. It's just you're, you know. You're tall. There it is. Thank you. You're tall. Yes, he is. Just saw a casting notice for a TV show for a background actor. They want attractive cult members. Oddly specific. Anyway, sorry.
Oh.
Oh, she's forward. Is he going to
That's a
show
smooth
up?
look.
Yeah, right. It's a slow read right there. Huh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Run.
Hmm.
Can't have Bernardo seeing it. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh. This is like when two people walk out of the bathroom at the wrong time.
Yeah. This is mirror. Bernardo looks a hell of a lot.
You couldn't have gone out the other way.
Yeah, right.
You had to go out the same way.
Well, then you wouldn't have this scene, you know?
Exactly. He'd be safe.
Bernardo looks, like I said, he looks a hell of a lot like Harry Lennox. That dude. It's like I just got fully friend zoned right here. I know that feeling.
What do you mean dance?
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's
if
go, guys.
I'm remembering correctly, Bernardo would be Tybalt.
Okay.
And the one with the glasses would be Paris.
Okay. I don't remember Romeo and Juliet that well.
Yeah, but I forget who's supposed to be Romeo's friend on his side,
Mm,
which I guess would be Riff.
I guess so. Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I forget what the character's name is supposed to be. Hold on. Mercutio. That's who it would have been.
Okay. Now, see, honestly, you could have been really, you could have looked really, really intelligent, more intelligent there if you didn't have the phone in your hand. You'd be just like, oh, yeah, that's it. I feel like you just pulled it,
I'd be lucky I remembered what Tybalt was.
Yeah, that was impressive. I'll give you that. Machine guns, tanks, grenades, bombs.
Which makes sense
Napalm.
because they ain't trying to make no scene really. Like, okay, we got into a fight. Somebody gets stabbed. Now they all in trouble.
Yeah. It's a business doing pleasure with you.
No one uses really copacetic anymore. Jesus.
Like I said, I like the grainy cinematic feel of this.
Mm-hmm.
It has a certain grit to it.
It's gonna be a rumble tonight.
Is this I just met a girl named Maria? I guess so.
Maria, Maria.
I just met a
Remind me of
girl
West
named Maria.
Side. We're not gonna get copy.
Growing up in
No.
Spanish Harlem.
No.
Living a life just like a movie star. Which, actually, yes.
Of all the girls I can count, the one I'd like to mount is Maria.
Maria.
The amount of picture cards that they use. By the way, I just want to point that out. Those picture cards alone are $250, not even counting the person bringing them in. Yeah. $37.50 for a regular car, $250 for an antique car.
And insurance up the ass.
And this is also, because it's Patterson, it's filmed out of the zone. So you get travel to and from, in this case, Columbus Circle. Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking, what the black man said, thinking in his head, like,
what?
Who the cares? Shit.
I think I actually recognize that background lady right there.
I wonder how many times they had to plan that bird shot.
Not many. Because you put the seed down, the birds just show up on their own. I've seen it before.
I'm just glad they didn't do CGI birds.
I saw something in organized crime where the director was getting pissed off because they did a scene like that, and like other birds, not pigeons, were showing up. And it was pissing him right the hell off.
Where'd that dove come from? Get it out of here.
Exactly. It's driving him crazy. It's great.
Wrong Maria.
Yeah. You see the dad quick shut the window.
No, it'll be like this. Maria. And then the woman looks. She'll be like, oh, damn. Damn. I'm sorry. Damn.
Yeah.
It's like, just pick a Maria at this point.
You get some 80-year-old lady who's like, hi.
Damn.
Which, by the way, anybody that's watching, we are currently at 49 minutes sharp.
Oh, yeah. I still gotta put the phone. I can't put
only on HBO Max. If you're watching through Disney Plus, the timing might be a little off.
Yeah.
It's funny. Every time we do one of these movies, I'm like, oh my God, this is 2.5 hours. And now 50 minutes in, I'm like, I'm fucking loving this.
And Maria's right behind you.
Tch,
She's right behind you, brother.
Maria, yes. Oh, speaking.
There she is.
Like an angel from heaven floating down.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
And yeah, she's up in the balcony too. Nice. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. Hmm.
I was stalking you, and it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this kind of stuff doesn't actually really work in real life, but it works really well in movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. If you go ahead and you find the girl you were dancing with at the club, like right after, it becomes problematic.
Winnipeg and San Jose in the NHL have their own annual. Oh, that's smart. Their annual West Side they play because it's the Winnipeg Jets and the San Jose Sharks.
Mm.
Okay,
that's
but do they snap their fingers with the big gloves on?
Dude, I really hope so.
Can you?
By the way,
I mean,
can we get this? Can we get this in queue? I wonder between the three of us. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Come on, Ryan.
yo, you two are already off. It's like that's
Well, I got white guy rhythm. Come on.
Oh my God. Wait.
No excuse.
Wait.
No excuse. You're watching
You
a
know
musical.
that
Music
I'm
should be
black,
inside
right?
you right now.
Yeah,
You know that
but I got
I'm
white
black,
guy
right?
rhythm, dude. Dude, we got that thing where basically we do, the disco dance.
Like every little step I take, you will be there. Every little...
Terrible. Just terrible.
Instead of fights, musical numbers. Yeah, they have in a hockey fight. They break out. Just want to say, I play for Jose. San Jose.
That actually would be kind of funny. If, say, all fouls and altercations in all sports had to be settled by, like, a dance-off.
The rest be like doing a musical dance number, like.
Well, there'd be a lot less teeth missing, I'm sure, but.
In other news, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukraine President Zelensky have decided to have a two-man sack race followed by a dance-off to determine what's going to happen in the war between the two countries. Yeah, okay, that worked better in my head.
I could see Blattner and Putin doing some black dances and really good at it.
Actually, I was really impressed. South Park took a shot at him the other day in the Ukraine war.
Oh, they did?
Last week. Yeah, last not this. I don't know what they did this week, but last week's episode, yeah, they wasted no time. They immediately got on that.
Yeah. Well, the week before when they were doing the real estate stuff, that killed me because I work for a company like that. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, I want to show it to everybody, but I know they'd yell.
Yeah. You worked for real estate. I was a financial advisor for a while, and yeah, we saw some shit, both of us.
Again tonight.
I don't know if it's just me, but in a weird way, I keep rooting for him not to die in this, even though knowing full well.
Spoilers!
Come on, we established it before. Everybody knows how this goes. And besides, she doesn't take a snake and or drink poison and die. I think is how she. How did Juliet die in Romeo and Juliet? Did she stab herself, or was it poison?
Poison.
It was a poison. Okay.
Romeo stabbed herself, and she
stabbed himself. She woke up, saw that he was dead, took the remainder of the stuff that whatever she had, and just clocked out.
And it was Cleopatra that stabbed. Had a snake bite her, I think.
Yes.
I'm getting my Shakespeare love tragedies confused.
Mythology is my strong point.
Nice.
You know, right here in this image where you really see her like real close up, you can see how she was picked for Snow White.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Between the hair and the lipstick, she has got like that Disney animated version down packed.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is not going to be the last. These are not going to be the last Disney movie she does, and she's only like 21 years old or something too.
Wait, she 21?
She was born in 2001. Yeah, so she might just have turned 21.
Oh, she's such a baby.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
actually,
I mean, sure, she would have been probably 19 when she filmed this.
Yeah, well, they filmed it in 2020. Yeah, so she was 18 or 19 at the time. Yeah, she turns 20. She's legally old enough to drink on May 3rd.
And she's already in a Broadway-oriented musical, a DC film, the most classic of all Disney film getting remade.
And as far as I can tell, I mean, she seems to be handling it with poise, and that's the big thing. You know, you see a lot of actors and actresses that struggle a little bit when they get sudden notoriety. But these guys, you know, damn impressive.
No, but she's been under the radar, which is a good thing considering she's just starting. You don't want to blow up too quickly.
Sure. Although she kind of did here.
Well, I mean, as far as stardom, I mean, right
Sure.
now she just has the groundwork laid out. Once we actually see how Shazam 2 and Snow White pan out, that'll be make or break.
I'm sure those movies will be okay.
She is so adorable.
She is. She's like your friend's sister. You know, it's like you just want to pat her on the head.
She's so adorable. I just want to eat you. Pause.
Okay.
Pause.
Yeah. I found out yesterday what Vor is.
This is why we're not doing Disney Plus. If we did that on Disney Plus.
By the way, I want to point out, I believe the phrase is Vor, VORE.
Whatever.
If you want to just no, actually it's not Vor. Yeah, I forgot. Damn it. There is a term that basically comes from a sexual fetish about being eaten.
It is?
Yeah. Read it on Reddit yesterday.
That's a heck of a Reddit that you were on.
Yeah.
It was one of those AMA type things. It's like, I'm into vorism. I'm like, what the hell is that? I was like, oh, shit. Yeah.
And here's the messed up thing. It's like, she looks so young and innocent because she is. And then you have Ansel Elgort with all the controversy surrounding him.
And what is going on with him?
Yeah.
Oh, for Ansel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, I was gonna, we haven't actually discussed this, and maybe it's high time we should. But yeah, he's in more than hot water right now.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so yeah, first thing that comes up on Vulture, Ansel Elgort sexual assault allegations timeline.
Jesus.
Timeline. I know of 2. Is there more than that?
Hold on.
She never took the gown off.
Looks like things started. Oh god, this is too perfect for this movie. On June 19, 2020, a Twitter user accused Elgort of sexually assaulting her in 2014 when she was 17 and he was 20.
Mm.
And then this.
Well, she's illegal, but I guess by half age plus 7 it's still now. But yeah, you got to watch out for that 18 part of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing things about in quotes just to quickly go through this sobbing and
brief,
pain.
legal, and entirely consensual relationship, but she was still 17. So the same day. Oh, go ahead. So. Should I just finish up the other part of this?
And then this is probably where you came in, Scott. The 2 other women that accused him came after that.
Yeah. So apparently, back in 2014, he sent dick pics to a girl when she was 14. He was by that
and that's the thing. All these were when these girls were teenagers. I'm seeing 14, 16, 15. I'm like, I get that Ansel himself is like a young guy, but
but
once you hit 18, no.
But I mean, Tony is so wholesome and so innocent here. You know, the character he's portraying is just so pure, for lack of a better description.
Right.
And meanwhile, on the side,
he's this dark, sinister sex pervert that likes to mess with teenagers.
Yeah, we go from West Side Story to Hard Candy.
No. Well, I went on a cracked rabbit hole yesterday. Read about Jerry Lee Lewis. Look at that shit.
Well, Jerry Lee Lewis was worse because wasn't that his cousin?
Yeah, that was basically his cousin. His third marriage was to his 13-year-old cousin. His 13-year-old cousin. Yeah,
but it's okay because they were Southern, so you expect that sort of thing.
They were cousin once removed. It's a little better, but still, you know, it's like, you know, kissing cousins. Yeah. Apparently, she got her life straightened out. She's been married to some real estate guy for like 35 years now. But he was
that changed the motion a little bit.
Exactly. So, how about those Mets? By the way, Major League Baseball is back. They finally got their shit together and got an agreement. There we go. Change that.
Yeah, it just got super dark, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. And eerie.
Dude, not the darkest that I've seen on the show.
Oh, what?
We did a Sports Den episode, and basically we had a guy on, and he just went, Ryan, I think you know who I'm talking about.
Sorry, I was hearing the not so nice societal jargon. Yeah. So there's really no correct way to say this stuff anymore. It's like, do you call it slurs? Is slurs okay?
Well,
ethnic
slurs? It's the 1950s, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the times are different. Like, certain things were allowed during certain times compared to this generation.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was a time when, like, the words that they were calling each other would have been part of, like, you know, jokes that you'd set up.
Yeah. But you got to also realize... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. The stuff that I got called as a kid would never fly now.
Like, I don't even know if I can use the term spick and span if I'm cleaning something anymore.
Yes, you can't use... I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
Right, but I didn't know what it meant at the time. I just thought that's what it was called. When you had something that clean. I didn't think it was a bad term.
Well, now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, G.I. Joe never taught me those things. All right, they were teaching me not to get myself stuck in a refrigerator.
Why are you crying? Maria, do you need a hug? You need a hug.
Yeah, Rachel Zigler is 5'1".
Yeah, that's no. I've seen shorter.
And Ansel Elgort is 6'3".
She just rolls her eyes like, mm-hmm.
Wow, she's 5'1". He's 6'3", and what you saw there was probably her in heels.
Wait, who's 6'3"?
Ansel, whatever. Ansel and Gretel.
Ansel Elgort.
Yeah.
Tony.
Tony. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, Tony.
And also, you gotta look at it this way: he's not Americanized, is he? So certain cultures, you know, certain things are allowed.
Yeah, he's from New York City, actually, originally.
Well, was he born and raised in New York City? Even though I'm not saying it's right what he did, I'm just saying like
he's Russian Jew. On his father's side, so he's actually not technically Jewish then, unless his mother is. His parents have their own IMDb or Wikipedia page though. His father was a fashion photographer, basically for Vogue, and And mom was a theater producer. Oh, he got into, theater and everything like that. His mom was a theater producer. Hmm. My father used to tell me stories of the 1950s in New York too.
Mm.
Because he was actually originally born and raised in Queens. Makes you wonder what the rent was in this place back then.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing the dance. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, dude. This is classic, man. Go for it. Just enjoy it. Live it up. Fire away. You're dancing. I can't help but smile right now.
12 in a
Now,
Look, we live in Jersey, all right? We see that like every other
my
often,
smile
all right? We know.
my smile was poorly timed at that moment right there. I admit it was about 4 seconds before that scene showed up.
I never realized violence was so lighthearted.
Well, yeah, I mean, their big fights involve dance-offs. God,
I gotta say, the costuming is better in this movie than it was in the original.
I was going to say it's gorgeous, just
Yes.
unquestionably gorgeous. And basically the way her yellow dress just shines across the fade of everyone else. Because everyone else is a little more drab, but you can see the yellow in her outfit just a little bit more crisp. Palisades Park. Yeah.
But I like how they're actually like going through the area and doing this rather than it all just being on the rooftop.
Dude, I'm watching this right now and thinking, God damn it, I would have loved to have actually just been, I don't care if it was background. I would have just loved to have been part of it. I'm actually really pissed off right now.
Like that whole neighborhood is just like blocked down for blocks.
Yeah. Oh, all right,
I can see why they chose her for Calypso.
Yeah.
She's definitely got like the right kind of movement.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you who don't know, Calypso in the Marvel Comics is the beloved of Kraven the Hunter.
Okay.
And in her own right is a bit of like a superpowered seductress.
That's right. That's right. We have a Kraven movie coming out. I only knew Kraven from like the Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s.
All I know is Russell Crowe got added to the movie just recently too.
Dude, that dude is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to just chill with that guy again and just not even talk movies, just drink beer.
Oh, he was a cool guy to just chill with?
Hell yeah. Oh my God. I stood in on that Roger Ailes like Fox News thing. He was so much fun to just hang out with. It didn't even matter. I mean, I spent probably 20 minutes just talking about sports, movies, everything like that. I was actually legit disappointed when I left because I was like, can we go like hang out in your trailer? I never got the chance to ask him, but I would have fucking loved to. And I don't care about talking about movies, just talking to him just about stuff, Oh yeah. I walked away from that being like, I lost out on a friendship here.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, if you're lucky enough to ever get a chance to, he is so much better than like the reputation that he has. Because he's just a dude, you know, the kind of guy you'd want to hang out with at a bar and watch sports.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a time when I was younger when I needed like cheat sheets.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, nowadays you watch like kids programming, like Spanish kids programming on YouTube. Hmm. 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 You know, it's funny. I look at that guy. He looks so wholesome and innocent. Based on what you said like 10 minutes ago, I can't get past that. Hmm.
I mean, it sounds pretty casual if you're just trying to jump in.
Yeah.
Tigo.
Siempre.
Forever.
Forever.
Hey, I'm learning stuff. God, they even got the old style subways. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Yep.
No, we're supposed to be on a date. We're not talking business right now.
Oh dear God, I was on set with that woman yesterday. The woman sitting down right there with the hat on. I fucking was with that woman yesterday. And she looked pretty much exactly the same as that. Oh dear God, Gina. That woman never shut up.
Who?
That woman that was sitting down with the hat that was just there. Wait, when they're trying to decide if they should go into the subway.
Mm-hmm.
This woman spent all this time being like, "Oh, this food is good. Yum, yum, yum. This is great. I love this. Oh, this chicken is amazing." Every fucking bite. It never fucking stopped for 20 friggin' minutes. That woman right there.
Hey, it takes all types to make New York City happen.
Oh, God. Thank you, Apple TV, for giving me that experience.
Well, you wanted to do more than dance.
Yeah. I just wanna dance. No.
When you're the one white guy in the room with rhythm.
That ain't me, no.
I wasn't saying you. I was like,
dude, I make my own rhythm, okay?
Just dance.
Yeah.
Good times.
What was that bit from South Park? Jewish guys have no rhythm. Go suck a pickle. That's a euphemism.
That sounds familiar.
Go suck a pickle?
Yeah.
pause.
And then I go. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Oops. And there we go. Yep. Finally, a punch gets thrown.
Oh!
Yeah.
Get him!
Hour and 14 minutes in. Finally,
He said my whole side.
Oh, the fight choreography. She deserves a spinoff.
Yes.
East Side Story.
My ulcer.
Or possibly one of your gang member friends.
Hmm.
Which is more likely.
Hmm. Hmm. Tell them what they want to hear, but don't tell them anything at the same time. Hmm.
You know, one of them becomes a cop in the future.
Probably does, yeah.
One or more.
There was an Officer Krupke in an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where he meets an actual Officer Krupke who's never heard of West Side Story. I can guarantee you those wanted posters in the back
Lies.
are all specific. So, yeah, right now at this point in West Side Story, we are an hour and 17 minutes in. It's the Officer Krupke song.
See, here's the thing.
In a new way. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If there was anything you could cut from this movie, it would be this scene.
I guess you're probably right, but it's
It's
enjoyable.
like, I get it's lighthearted, it's cleansing the palate, but it's like, it holds nothing to the story. It's just giving all the side players something to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least they're getting their time, and probably a few $1,000s in the process.
I'm just saying, Shakespeare didn't care what the rest of the Montagues were doing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is. You can tell he's smart. He has his glasses on. But yeah, most of the stuff was actually filmed around Patterson. So he built supposedly the soundstage is still there too. I don't know what they're filming there now, but I was on set yesterday and they were bitching about the fact that De Niro opened up a new soundstage in Queens, like in a highly flooded area. So every time it rains, they're going to flood out.
It's like a live action version of Reddit.
And there's the guy. There's the technical guy right there too. Absolutely, 100% right. Although I have a feeling that Reddit's more offensive than this. 6:30.
Was the falsetto really necessary?
But again, all of this, if you look at it, a lot of that stuff was all done in one take too. That's impressive. You see, I think that's what they're trying to go for with a lot of this. Is the dance movements themselves all staying in one? Credit to the camera guy. Who are the camera guys on this? I wonder. Crop you. Yep.
It's like, you goddamn kids.
Interesting.
Oh, Mitch. Okay, yes. Mitch Dubin was a camera. I know you. I've worked with you before. Alex Dubois was assistant. Yeah, I recognize that name too. Yeah, Mitch Dubin, the guy who was the camera guy on this, also was the same camera guy in Saving Private Ryan. So that
I
explains
can
a
see
lot
that
of
considering it's Spielberg oriented.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the grit on that. He was also the A camera guy in the Avengers, Lincoln, the remake of Godzilla. Terminator Genesis, but we won't hold that against him.
Where is this? This church
Dude,
museum
it's
location.
Manhattan. Have you never seen this in Manhattan?
No, I've seen it in things, but I just don't know where it is.
You mean where they filmed that? I wouldn't know. John Moyer was B camera.
No pressure.
Hmm.
See, I'd like to believe that, like, if that was done now, the girl would probably be like, "Yeah, I need to go."
Yeah, like I said, this kind of approach works in movies, but not in real life.
Well, for a first date, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah, it was. Hmm. By the way, we talked about that other movie, Cyrano. Cyrano didn't do well in the box office. He pulled out the sheet of paper. Just reminded me of that. Sorry, never mind. Hmm. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, we're not from the rich families like our trademarks are supposed to be from.
We had a lot of dead silence at that point, and basically this watch party. Sorry about that. Yeah. You can sort of feel the chemistry between these two, though. Sort of.
Kind of. I think it is still a little jarring that regardless of how young Ansel is,
Mhm.
he's clearly older than Maria.
Yeah. Well, I think in real life he's 7 years old. Devani,
You okay there, Devani?
I'm joking.
Did we touch a chord?
Are you feeling something? I mean, it's okay to express your feelings right now. You know,
It
it's a
feels so
romantic moment.
beautiful.
Don't feel afraid to express your feelings.
You know, I'm gonna love to see whenever you get engaged, Devani, and how much of a punk you're gonna end up. I swear.
What was that line? You know, no matter how much of
And
a
I'll
badass
make
you
sure
are,
y'all a part of this group and others get an invitation.
Oh, I better get the invitation. I'll bring
Yeah.
a damn toaster if I have to. Don't think I won't, but I want to see how you react. Because I know you ain't gonna be that hard once you get up on that podium and you have to go ahead and give the vows.
Watch me.
I will.
Real man.
Better be an open bar. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it's gonna be open bar. It's gonna be open bar. Well,
All right,
dude,
then.
it gotta
Nice.
be open bar.
Hell yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Oh.
Bullshit.
Look at his face. He looks so innocent.
Yeah, I know. That's what makes it weird, knowing what we read about this guy earlier.
Yeah.
And I guess presumably the allegations came out at the same time this scene might have been filmed. Actually, no, maybe this filmed in 2019. Sorry, never mind.
By the way, is it just me, or did like Spielberg go to like the J.J. Abrams School of Filmography? Because the lens flares have been all over this movie.
Oh, hardcore, yeah.
So much so it's like the light's coming out of his nose.
So this was 79 days of shooting in the summer of 2019.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's not that bad. A low budget movie will typically take about 28 days. Medium size, maybe about 42, 43. But 79, yeah, I could see that. 2.5 months of shooting days.
Yeah,
So,
knowing Spielberg, he wants all that natural light, so you gotta do it in the summer.
Could be, yeah. And that's also, like I said, 79 days, usually typically 5 days a week on that.
Go scrub yourself. Catch 22.
Also, isn't this like the second black guy we've seen in this movie?
We saw other black men in it.
We had the one janitor guy. Now you got the guy selling a gun.
And all the extras.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking of actually like, noticed people. Yeah. So it's really kind of good representation here. I give that
Okay, Riff.
actor.
All right, we get it. You have no future.
I give that actor credit, though. As an actor in this case here, having a gun to your head like that. I was on set the other day, and they had fake guns, and they still came over, and I'm still like, they're pointing it at me, and I'm still a little edgy anyway. So
I've had it happen, and I wasn't on set.
What's that?
I've had it happen, and I wasn't on set. But it's one of those things that you just gotta stern yourself for.
Have faith in the situation is going to resolve itself. Yeah.
Batman doesn't use a gun.
Exactly. Oh, he doesn't use Ben Affleck.
Like I said, Batman doesn't use a gun.
Dude, that was a decent Batman. And the theory is that Batman actually had a Robin die on him. Maybe Jason Todd. It's an hour and 30 minutes in. I'm guessing.
Toss it.
Yeah. I think we do have our first death coming pretty soon, don't we?
Did the original talk about getting beer and weed and going to the zoo? Because
I don't remember that. No.
Crazy boy. High times ahead. Yeah, to go get beer and weed. Yes, you got high times ahead. They might, a lot of this was shot at Steiner Studios, so I wonder. So like I said, the set design is still amazing. Yeah, this was like that typical kind of music from that era.
Yeah. It was a slip there. I'm not sure if that should have happened. Nicely done.
Parkour.
Ooh.
It's like capoeira, but for white people.
Parkour.
Do you want to call it crapaware? He lost.
Not really the smartest thing to be throwing around a gun like that, but
You think.
I don't know how reliable safeties were back then. Yeah, it showed you.
Exactly. You can tell I'm badass. I have a tattoo on my forearm.
No bang.
No, you get pows. Like Batman. Pow.
Wait for it. It's going to be a rumble tonight.
Yeah,
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
I recognize that guy. One of the detectives in the back. Oh God, that's Howard. One of the cops is Howard. Is the all right?
Someone you know?
No, yeah.
I just like that you said it's Howard. Like Ron Howard? Like what? Wait, what? Like what's supposed to know?
Yeah.
There we go. The big fight song.
So just leave it there. No charges, but I'll leave it there.
I like how the one guy had like the bandana in his hair, like where the knot was here and everything was looking like Prince. You know, it's like like he's part of the revolution.
Boy, they had to time this shot with that lighting. Oh.
Damn, she does have a good voice.
She does. Yeah, she went from absolutely just complete anonymity to the world is her oyster. And that's it's one of those 1,000,000 to 1 shot stories that you hear about. As I look at this remake, I'm a little surprised they haven't done a Warriors remake yet. That's right. I got to talk to David Harris too.
Oh, just missed him.
Oh, so slowly. Yeah, it's hard to. I'm surprised I'm saying this, but this is more impressive than the original. And I don't usually say that about remakes. I typically don't.
Well, to be fair, they had more area to work with.
I know, but usually it's difficult for remakes to capture the magic of an original, even in this case, 6 decades later. But
who's not coming home?
A couple of people.
What, do you think someone's going to die here?
I have a feeling. Especially when that gun is involved. The perfect sound.
And we are at 1:38 and 35 seconds.
Yeah, we got
still an hour left in this film, so this fight, I don't know how long it's going to drag on for.
Yeah, we're on the 3rd act at this point. Clearly filmed in a soundstage.
They told you not fucking look bad here. Michael Jackson. Beat it.
Just beat it.
Just beat it. The girl. What is he doing here?
So far, really, the only one of the whole group that we've seen that hasn't able to fight.
Yeah.
And she's
got a conscience. Yeah.
The other ones, they probably got glass jaws for all we know.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I was like, oh wait, yeah, he's in this movie too.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that guy. God, yeah, we've been at this 100 minutes, and it feels like it's time. Time's flying in this movie. You can tell I'm serious. I took off my glasses.
All hope still is lost. I mean,
Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I just wonder if they're going to show blood. I kind of hope they don't. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Riff's looking at him like, this simp motherfucker.
So yeah, I want to hit somebody. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. 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 Not about skin. Message. Nothing. Hmm.
It's like it's about gerrymandering.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Mm.
Mhm. Hmm. Nope. Yeah.
You had to poke the bear.
Exactly. He's taking a lot of bare knuckle hits there too.
The thing is, his hands are wrapped up, and he's still clearing
that
blood.
punch clearly missed. Unless basically, Tony's, the wave of his fist was so powerful that the breeze actually knocked him down. Hmm. Hmm.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Don't beat his ass anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Hmm. And the secret's out. All right. Yeah. We know. Devani, you know how this goes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. We've all seen the Michael Jackson video.
Was that the one Wesley Snipes was in, or was it a different one?
I mean, you can't look at this and tell me that like West Side Story, the original, didn't inspire that music video.
Oh, 100%, yes.
I liked it better when it was actual rapiers.
Oh. Well, I just yeah. I feel like we need
Why can't you
Ron.
just do what Tony told you?
Really need Ron Burgundy. It's like, well, that escalated quickly.
Oh, now you look regretful. Sure.
Yeah. Subtitles all shouting maniacally. Like I said, looking at this remake, I keep wondering when they're going to do a remake of The Warriors.
Which one?
The Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, hell, they're doing a remake of Highlander, for God's sakes. There it is.
Oh crap.
Yep.
Yep.
His best friend, right?
God damn it! You guys are still ahead of me.
147.31.
I just hit that now, and Devani is obviously ahead of us. I think
147.
Really?
Yeah,
147. What?
49.50.
All right, so you're 3 seconds, 4 seconds ahead. That's not bad. Yeah, I feel like basically it just glitches sometimes. We lose a second or three.
Yeah, but this always happens. Devani's always ahead of us. I don't know what it is. I want his internet speed.
So do I. I paid extra to me, so I didn't have a problem with my connection.
Yeah, who do you get it from?
Verizon.
I've thought about that. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to say
Xfinity.
outright that basically I have a problem with Optimum
Whatever. No, because I switched it because Optimum was charging me a lot.
Yeah. They just raised my rates by $35 a month.
And I was like, I'm not paying that. Y'all bugging. And that's including cable, telephone, internet, and the internet wasn't that strong.
I'd pay extra just to spite Optimum at this point. I got to think about that.
Because what I got the whatchamacallit, the faster speed internet.
Like gig speed?
Telephone. Yeah, plus the telephone for what? My bill is $116.
Fucking jealous, man.
Here we go.
And you have cable?
I just told him, look, I don't want cable because you could get a Fire Stick, or you have a PS5 or 4, and you watch your apps and your movies on that, and you good. What's the purpose of having cable?
Yeah, you just saw how much I pay every month right there. Yeah.
Jeez. No comment. Oh,
I'm
God,
sorry, but this is
oh.
just a whimsical song. Like, you can't help but get like
Yeah.
lost in the melody.
Yeah, like I said, this was one of the ones that was earlier in the original version.
Yeah.
This was, yeah, if I remember right, this was like midway through, not third act.
Right, but obviously since they still had the hour to pad out,
Yeah.
plus it's a nice palate cleanser after two people just died.
Multiple
Right.
characters die, yeah. So, yeah, the original runtime
Say
was
nothing for the bleeding and the concussions and the broken bones.
Yeah, it wasn't bad on the bleeding part. I was wondering how much they were going to do. The original runtime was at 2 hours 32 for the one back in the 60s. Wow, that was impressive.
Like, damn it, you're on the clock.
Yeah, and she's
Who
completely
was it?
oblivious to what just went down too.
See, that's the difference. Back then, female friends were supportive of their girl finding somebody. Now,
Yeah.
Yeah,
they'd be catty as all hell.
Heck yeah.
It's like you found yourself a white boy with a job. No.
yeah.
I'm quiet.
Devon giving me that smile. It's like I don't want to laugh, but
Well, he can laugh. I'm not allowed to. I think that's the rule on that.
It's that moment where you're like,
Hmm.
and I'm the one that works for the government, right?
Oh, we got rain going on out there.
And still single.
They made artificial rain.
Oh yeah, I am, but mostly by choice.
Hmm.
I can barely take care of myself. I couldn't take care of a relationship with another person.
Jeez.
Hmm.
What? Wait.
What? I'm honest.
Remember before when we got really dark? I feel like we're going down that path again.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Tell you about your feelings.
Well, come on, think about how you probably were with your first love. You were probably all like, giggly, lovey-dovey and everything. After about 10, 20 years, you started to be like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
You got to find ways to spice up the love life. Keep the motor running.
I'm not even going to tell you that story on my side. That is that is a conversation for a never time.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
That complicates the relationship.
Uh-oh.
And in this case,
okay, that was an old man. That guy ain't doing nothing.
But to go from I feel pretty to that, boy, that hits hard, a lot harder.
Oh yeah, because you're in your fantasy world, and then you just drop to reality.
Yeah. The naivete of obliviousness.
Whereas everything else was like happiness, 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 lead up, final act. They definitely didn't have this scene in the original.
No, they didn't.
Oh.
Does complicate the relationship a little bit.
Well, yeah, because if I remember the timeline of things correctly in the original movie, it was pretty much just like right after the Rumble, everything was resolving. There wasn't a lot of time stretched out.
You killed her brother. Now you must pay the ultimate sacrifice. Who's the one you love?
You killed my brother, but stay with me.
She's confused.
Yeah.
She's confused.
Love triumphs.
Well,
guess.
she's upset. Then, I mean, basically, he's now all that she has left in the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. What about Glasses Guy? I mean, it's friend zone, sure, but still. By the way, the timing on that curve as far as the cars moving was nice.
No, this feels very Spielbergian.
Oh, yeah. Now, Spielberg does have a tendency to change endings to be happier. Have you ever noticed that? You know, with Jurassic Park, Minority Report, and things like that. I'm pretty sure he's not going to do that here.
Well, that's the thing. This was definitely a passion project for him. No one was saying he had to do this. He wanted to do this. So if he does go ahead and turn it into revisionist history, which, mind you, this was already revisionist from the original Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, because she survived in the end. Yeah.
Again, spoilers.
Spoilers.
So it becomes a question of whether or not he'll do anything like that, or if he's going to stay true to it.
But like I said, the set dressing on this, I can't get over it. You know, it's gorgeous because, again, there's so much stuff you're never going to say.
Oh, no.
I'm picking up nuances as I go, but.
Oh. Poor Rita Moreno.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But I'm glad that they gave this to her.
Well, you needed something to tie the original to the new. I don't know for sure, but was that a still image from from the original one?
No. No.
Because I thought that would have been a nice touch if they did that. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I don't remember this song at all.
I think they just add this song in there.
Well, here's the thing. Did they add the song, period, or was it something that was in the original Broadway musical that just happened to be omitted from the original movie?
That's possible,
that could be it, too. That's possible, too.
That seems more likely. Because pretty much every song I've heard up to now is a song I've heard. But, of course, we also have that 2.5-hour runtime, so we got to pad it.
Exactly. Although, again, this is only like 3 or 4 minutes longer than the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see the Krupke Song. I'm looking at the original stage music. Krupke Song is one of the last ones they have.
Hold on, I'm going to double check.
Yes, somewhere I'm looking at it. It is in the original Broadway one.
Okay.
Right, but I'm going to check the
original
original
song
movie
after I Feel Free.
soundtrack. See if it was on that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Overture, Prologue, Jet Song, Something's Coming.
Ooh, they did the deed. Ooh, they did the deed. They did the deed.
Hello. That wasn't in the original.
Huh?
Well, no, I mean, they wouldn't allow that in those movies back then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did sort of get married, if you will. Let's see, with proper Hollywood, she'd be pregnant now after the end of this, you know?
So the question is he going to get killed or is he going to jail?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we know how the original one ends, but again, Spielberg does have a tendency to soften things. I don't know. I mean, it's weird that I'm saying this, but I'm not
Get
convinced
out!
that it's going to be
Get
the
out!
original ending.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She's gonna turn the knob and then
We got 36 minutes left, including credits too. So keep that as a factor. It's gonna be like 20 minutes of credits or 10 minutes of credits. I'm guessing. Whoop, busted.
Anita gonna be doubly pissed because she was expecting some tonight.
I need a man.
uh-oh.
Yeah, she pissed.
Okay, so Somewhere was on the original soundtrack, but I don't think it was
That was a
performed in the movie.
fake slap, bro.
Yeah,
That was
it.
the fakest slap ever. That was the
Raw. I'm angry.
that was super fake.
It's like the Tommy Wiseau rage at the end of the
It
room
was
when he's
like,
ripping his stuff out of the room. Yes, no interracial relationships.
More than your heart.
Yeah. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Now, see, it's different connotation considering in the original they didn't have sex.
That is true. But they had the equivalent of like 1961 or 57 sex,
yeah.
where they make out.
Yeah, it's a kiss.
And by make out, it's usually just like hold mouth, like, you know. Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Funny enough, the original movie was 2 hours and 33 minutes.
Yeah. So this is only like 4 or 5 minutes longer than the original. So it's not a whole lot of padding on that. When I saw 236, 237, I figured there was a ton of padding, but no.
No, some classics just need that room to breathe.
Yeah. But this is nominated for 7 Academy Awards here. This one.
I hope the slap is not nominated.
Well, there isn't really a best stunt category yet. I don't think, right?
There should be.
It should
Dude.
be, but no.
Trust me, they should be. But see, here's the thing: if they ever had a best stunt category, they probably wouldn't film it. You know, they have it as pre-recorded, like, you know, best short and all this kind of stuff, and they'll throw it in on the extended cut of the awards. You know, best sound design, best makeup. Yeah, they don't show that stuff in the actual live version.
Which to me is a slap in the face. Like,
hell yeah, dude! I work with these freaking people. You know, I mean, like I said, the amount of work that went into all this stuff on the hair and the HMU and all this kind of stuff, they don't get. You know, they'll never get, you know, the recognition nationally or internationally that they deserve. You know, set dressing as simple as it is, but even that pillow in the back, that lampshade, all that stuff, whoever that picture is right there of that person, you know, all that stuff adds so much to it. But it's like, nah, we'll film it beforehand, before the Academy Awards actually start.
Well, that's the thing. This sort of stuff, it sets not just the mood, but it sets the environment, it sets the tone,
that little
the lighting of it all, the placement, the decoration. It makes it livable.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, right. You know, even that little magazine, the way it's centered is set in a specific way. That's done on purpose. Set dressing set that for a reason. You know, the DP set that for a reason.
By the way, just saying for context, this girl is talking about "I love him." It's been 2 days.
Well, so was the original. I mean, Romeo and Juliet. He went to that party because he had the hots for a woman named Rosalind. And he was crushing on her. She was not interested. And then, you know, he's like, I love Rosalind. Who's that? I love her now. And that's the original Romeo and Juliet. He was just trying to look at this woman he loved and found Juliet. He's like, all right, I'm hot for her now. And 2 days later, they both died.
How do
just like, you want that boy? Fine, but you out of this house.
That's a future mobster right there.
Dude, totally. That dude in the middle is pretty freaking jacked. The guy with a mustache.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I was about to say, some of the sharks look a little bit too old to be in this movie.
Probably to read Puerto Rican. They go after him. Oh shit, he has a gun. Never mind, back off.
Like, what was that about pride?
Yeah. Less than half an hour left, including credits.
Don't get stabbed.
Yeah.
Get stabbed? What you mean get stabbed?
Is Chino really a street name?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Chino's got a gun.
Chino's also a pair of pants. All right, I don't want to hear about it.
What'd you say?
I said Chino is also a pair of pants.
I'm gonna make a rock song with that, like a slow rock song.
Yep.
Chino's got a gun. He's mine. He's on the run.
By the way, the Spanish word for Chino in English is Chinese. Just want to point that out. Just quick little Google Translate there.
Okay, never mind. Forgive me if I offended.
Chino's got a gun.
Oh, doom 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 doom.
I guess if she's pregnant, it wouldn't surprise me in the least right here. Because that would soften the ending as far as like, Spielberg ending would be. So crop you.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
She looks very attractive. You sure she's Spanish? Was she just because she don't well, I don't know.
Ariana DeBose is the actress.
Hold on. Let's see.
I can't even look at my phone.
Well, the only thing we've got here is she identified as queer and came out to her grandparents in 2015.
She was born in Raleigh, North Carolina.
But it doesn't say anything about her ancestry. No, she's multiracial. Father's PR, mother's white, some Italian, some African American in there too. So she's all big old. She's mulatto, I guess. That's the best way to describe it.
Those two are going to get together after this.
Wow, how many films she did? 15 movies?
Who's that?
What's her name? Adriana DeBose?
Ariana DeBose, yeah.
I mean, Ariana DeBose.
No, let's say she's Craven the Hunter. You mentioned that.
Mm-hmm. But she only starred in like 15 films and shows.
She did an episode of Blue Bloods way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I ever wanted.
Oh, it was Brian Darcy James. That was okay. Krupke.
What the heck?
What?
You mean her showing up?
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know they was hiding in the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, you come to this pharmacy. You speak English.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Was this in the original?
Oh, this
thing?
gets bad.
Yeah. Huh? Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna get real bad unless
Yeah.
Tony shows up and ends all this. Hmm. Damn.
How you gonna do that to Riff's girl, man?
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Hmm.
Mm.
Such language in my establishment. Hmm. 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 Her teeth are very white. Hmm. For 1950s slum, she has good dental care.
Well, you know she's just playing up everything because she's doing it in front of the originator.
Mm. Meanwhile, Marina was like, "Yeah, I did it better back in the day. You're just copying me." Hmm.
Not what she was supposed to say.
That's not true. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Hmm. 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 Damn, it's less than 20 minutes left. We got a lot of plot to get through at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Will you let me speak? Out west, maybe, like Jersey. Hmm. Hmm. That's going to be very confusing.
Yeah, it could be. Back to Chino has a gun.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Yeah. Sorry.
Great facial expression. Perfect. On the mark.
Chino shot Maria, and now he's on his own.
Chino! Chino! You're a dead man!
Chino, you son of a bitch!
Why?
Right here, like right in my own territory.
He doesn't want to hide.
Oof. Kill me too. Right? Why? Killed Maria. No, I didn't. Nuh-uh. Wow.
Oh.
Ooh. They squibbed that right through the chest there too.
Oh, right through.
Yeah. And down he goes.
Not a lot of blood coming out of him.
I was kind of glad they didn't, though.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would have demeaned it a little bit.
Yeah, it almost seems like respectful.
Yeah, that's the word. So
Really giving Natalie Wood a run for her money on this.
really, yeah. And again, 20 whatever years old, you know. The guy who plays Chino has a very Vincent D'Onofrio look to him. Yeah, better than the original. It'll never be more famous, but that's not always the worst thing either.
Mm-hmm. So could we call this a cult classic or?
It'll be forgotten, I think. We'll discuss it probably in the full review in a few minutes, but yeah, that's nice.
Gino screwed up.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say the F word.
You're not?
No.
Frigged? Frack?
Fricked?
Oh, tartar sauce. Gino, tartar sauce.
Oh, sugar.
Here comes the police.
Again, the cops always showing up late.
That's a
Always
Hollywood
showing
trope,
up
you know.
late.
The cops have to show up at a very specific time.
Oh.
So.
Typical police.
Yeah. That does it, I think, doesn't it? Yeah, probably. Not seeing any credit. There we go. Okay.
So fair to say,
hang on one sec.
Stuck to it.
One sec. Time out. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to set it up as its own video. I'm just going to throw that right out there.
Right.
All right. So, Ryan, you were saying?
Well, like you were saying, there was the question of whether or not he was going to go ahead and change anything. And I'd say, aside from a couple of musical numbers here and there, very much loyal to the original movie.
Yeah.
Agreed. So,
which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, though.
I think it's more good than bad, personally.
Yeah. Because you kind of modernized and gave it a more realistic tone, besides keeping it fresh, where people wanted to show how society, the FCC wanted to show what real society is. Besides showing the real dirty, gritty side of society.
Well, not to say that the original didn't have its faults, and certainly this has a lot more polish, and then certainly I'd say the acting was much more on par with what you would hope for a story like this, with this kind of gravity and this kind of weight to it. But does it necessarily overtake the original? No. If anything, it's just a better version of the same thing.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think it's a better film, but it doesn't overtake the original. You know, it's the original is a classic. The Broadway musical is a classic. You know, it's his take. Like I think you said earlier, it's a passion project he wanted to do. And I think overall, as a film, it is a better film, but it'll probably be forgotten in 3, 4, or 5 years.
Right. If anything, it'll probably be remembered because of Rachel Zigler and who was it that was playing Anita DeBose?
Ariana DeBose.
Yeah. Ariana DeBose.
If anything, it'll be remembered for them because this is a movie that really went ahead and put them in the spotlight.
But again,
outside of that,
as their resumes continue to grow, this will be in some ways more of a footnote to be like, oh yeah, they started there. You know, again 5-10 years from now, as they've got movie after movie under their belt, this will be a quirk. This will be one of those trivia nuggets. Be like, what was the breakout role? It's like, oh yeah, it was West Side Story. But I think as far as the set design goes, I think it was spectacular because the original one took place more or less present day. This one had to recreate the 50s. And that's where the intricacies of everything, including all the stuff hidden inside the shops. You look at the police department, what was up on the wall there? There was stuff on that wall that, they put in there specifically, knowing full well it was never going to be able to show up. Those little things add such a nuance to it.
Sorry, it said for Dad.
I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
It was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Papa Spielberg must have really loved the original too.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, curious because this movie actually did not make its money back at the box office. So is it a fail? Probably not. It'll make some money back as far as when it goes to FX and regular broadcasting and everything like that. But it is something that I think some of the executives be like, if he comes out with a couple more movies that don't make it back at the box office, will Steven Spielberg lose a little bit of clout in Hollywood?
He'll be busy doing stuff on Apple Plus.
Oh, yeah.
He has contracts there.
Yeah, what does he have on Apple right now? Do we know?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I might as well just keep IMDb attached to me at the hip at this
point.
Just
basically set up a second screen and just a tablet on that. But yeah, no, I think overall,
I'm sure we'll be able to edit to this, but I just want to bring up the full projects.
I think it was a 72-day film. I think is what they did. So that's 14 plus weeks right there. That's not bad for a movie like this. I think when you're go ahead.
And it's Steven Spielberg, so
that's part of it too. Yeah, when you have somebody that's been around and doing this for 30 to 40 years, they know exactly what it is that they want. They just go in, film it, and get it done and move on. Yeah.
Okay, so he was producer on Amazing Stories, which is currently running on Apple Plus. There was also Oslo, but that was an HBO Max thing.
Mm-hmm.
Produce. Anything coming up?
Well, that's interesting. Music consultant was John Williams. That makes a little more sense in there too.
Oh my God! If you look at how much he's producing, Jesus.
Oh yeah. His hands in a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, aside from the new Transformers, aside from, wait a minute,
Jurassic Park 6 probably involves something. What?
He's seriously producing a sequel to Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No. Oh God, no.
In pre-production.
Yeah, you're right.
I know he's doing the Bee Gees movie. And then Indiana Jones 5, obviously. And the new Transformers.
It's a live-action animated crossover that's coming out later this year. All right, still, I'm not happy about that.
God, he's got so much down the pipeline. Gremlins 3, he's producing.
But America, this is a shocker. Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2? I'm a huge Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The only thing I don't have is the Funko Pops of all the characters. I do have the movies. I got the cassette. I got the VHS. I'm like, oh my God, that DVD, Blu-ray, you name it. Oh God, I'm sorry.
I'm just going to go out.
Calm down.
Should they do this? Please no. That was probably pretty bad there. I tried. All right. Let me know in the comments how bad that was. So,
okay, but the question is everyone else coming back to it?
Charles Fleischer is attached. So the voice of Roger Rabbit
is attached?
Yeah. But I mean, you had Animaniacs rebooted, so why would you be really surprised? You had a second Space Jam movie. Does this really surprise you when you think about it?
Yes.
A little bit, because obviously animation has changed so much that you kind of wonder, is it going to still be set in the same era, or is it going to be set later on?
Or
is Toontown still going to be around?
Are they going to time jump to the 1980s?
It makes sorry, but that's the thing. I'm sorry we going towards the frame.
Yeah, we're
Roger
all
Rabbit
off
thing,
track
but
because I mean, let's face it, West Side Story is West Side Story is West Side Story. If you've seen the original, you've seen this one. It's all the more reason I didn't want to necessarily see it in theaters because I knew what was going to happen. It's just a fancier version of the original. It's a great film, but outside of that, it is what it is.
Yeah,
oh, that was
But Who
a
Framed Roger
huge-
Rabbit? We don't know what that is.
yeah. Well,
that is a huge curveball in my life right now. I was not expecting
dude, I saw that movie in
This might be
theaters
the
when I was
most
12.
excited he's been throughout the entire watch party.
I saw
my-
the original one in theaters when I was 12 years old. I loved that movie. I was actually a little disappointed that all they had was a couple of animations after that. You know, and a terrible game by I think LJN.
Yeah, oh my god! I'm sorry. I have to have a moment. No, I'm just shocked that they're doing a sequel. I just don't know how to go with it. Like,
I'd like to offer a moment of silence for Devani's childhood.
Don't. Oh my god! I'm so.
Man, God help you when the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie premieres.
I'm kind of questioning that. I'm seriously questioning that because it's like a splice between, oh yeah, I'm doing CG and I'm classic, and I'm like,
right, but that's probably what Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2 is going to be like.
It could be. Yeah, well, it's easier, you know. So.
I hope not. Like, it's just that with Chippendale Rescue Rangers, I was thinking, stay true to the cartoon. If you're going to do a live action, make it make sense. This, I'm like, I don't know where y'all going with this.
No, and what grinds my gears tomorrow night?
I mean, to think that 3D animation is basically the same thing as getting plastic surgery for a cartoon. I mean, that's brilliant to me.
No, don't get me wrong, it is, but it's just that what direction are you going to stay true to the actual story of the cartoon, or are we just going to branch off and make these guys look like celebrities and behind the scenes?
It's not going to stick because they're already saying that the cartoon existed in the movie. It was a television show. They're actors.
See,
they're going to modernize it and use pop culture references. So, hey, look at that Gargoyle showed up in there, or DuckTales, or,
It's basically Galaxy Quest.
No, I don't think so.
No. Technically, it is. Former actors being brought along on a real adventure, parodying the stuff that they used to do on TV.
You realize that Galaxy Quest is tied for my favorite comedy of all time, all right?
What?
A remake of Chippendale's Rescue Rangers is not going to match the majesty and the magic to me that Galaxy Quest was.
Probably not, but you can't deny that the stories are similar.
But when it breaks down to it, really all stories come down to like 5 different plot points. I forget what they are.
Oh, yes, okay.
All movies broken down to like any one of these 5 here. So.
Yeah, but it's like if you want to do DuckTales, you might as well do a live action. And I got the perfect way they could have do this on DuckTales movie. Perfect idea.
You mean don't?
No. Do have a perfect idea. The way they could do DuckTales.
On top of the rebooted series that they already did.
Oh yeah. And if you want to add live action, make it make sense.
Parallel universe.
But there's no reason for a live action DuckTales. Everyone's an animal.
Said it correctly. A parallel universe. But it's a way you do it.
But see, it makes more sense to have at least done Rescue Rangers in a live action format because even in the television show, everyone associated with humans. There were human characters in the show.
Yeah, but
so why not have it be more where they have to interact with humanity?
No, I'm not saying they didn't have to interact with humanity.
Because they did that in the Smurfs movies.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just the fact that they're making it more as a celebrity.
To be fair, Smurfs interacted with medieval humanity. If they had kept it medieval, it would have been better.
No, they interacted with Neil Patrick Harris in the Raj Gosnell one about 15 years.
We are so far from West Side Story at this point.
I know, but you said
you started this. You brought this on yourself.
I did not know the Pandora's box I was opening with this. I just thought it was going to be a nice little tidbit because of Steven Spielberg. How wrong I am. I will admit this.
All right. So apology accepted.
Yeah.
West Side Story. Final thoughts at this point, as we're approaching about 3 hours at this point. Yay, nay, meh.
As far as musicals are concerned, I still enjoyed In the Heights better last year.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think it brought a little something extra, whereas this did bring something extra, but it also brought a lot of what we already knew. So, I mean, I can't be surprised that people didn't necessarily turn out in droves to see it in the theaters, because it's like, if you've seen it once, then you've seen it every time.
And it battled Spider-Man on top of that, too.
Yes. So, I can't consider it a flop. I would say it was maybe a little misguided to try to put it out when they did. But, again, Spielberg will do what he wants. He is Grand Poobah overlord over all Hollywood. May we all reign under him. But here's hoping that with all the other projects, especially Indiana Jones 5, let's not repeat the mistakes of the past. And
to me, Indiana
let him do what he wants. Who are we to say otherwise?
What's that?
I'm just saying, let the man do what he wants. Who are we to say otherwise? We can't stop him.
That's fair.
Only way we can stop him is with our ticket prices and not using them.
Or subscriptions to Disney Plus and HBO Max, like we did here today.
Or Apple Plus, yeah.
Go ahead.
But we can't do that.
Devani, you were going to say something?
I'm just going to say this. It was the perfect time for a modernized version for West Side Story. I think it may become a cult classic. I did like the actors' performances, especially the girl that's going to be playing Snow White, and the other girl, Ariana DeVos, is going to be in Craven the Hunter. Their performances was phenomenal. I'm glad that they didn't make an award for Best Slap, because they wouldn't have got it. Because that slap was like the most disrespectful slap I have ever seen in my life.
You didn't even feel the breeze on that one. That was so far away.
It was like, okay, I'm back. But
it was an emotional slap, though. The very fact that Anita would do this hurt her emotionally.
But that's not an emotional slap,
dude. I'm grasping at straws here.
That was
honestly
okay.
There was a couple
of me slapping you and you don't turn red.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
There was a couple of instances like that too. There was a couple of punches that you very, very clearly saw, went by and missed. But I don't know. Overall, I look at it from the standpoint of what they did to try and recreate, the original one by doing his own flavor. I think one of you guys said it. I forget which one said that this was a passion project, and you can see the effort in there. Okay. Credit where it's due. The fact that they shot this thing over like 79 days is not bad either for 2.5 hours for a 2.5 hour plus film here. Typically with a movie, you'll typically film like a minute to maybe 3 minutes a day. So the fact that however that works out, 156 minutes to start 79, that works out to be about the right amount of math on that. But when it comes to something like this, where you have that amount of set design and that amount of choreography to still get it done in, a 14 plus week period, that's not that bad, so credit where it's due there. Like I said, I was engrossed by the amount of work that went in on the tiny little aesthetics on everything. One of the biggest things that happen when they have dark shoots, they have to spray down the streets. They have to typically do overnight shoots on stuff like that. You have to account for all of that when it comes to every single take. And they still got it done anyway to give that gritty New York City slum 1950s feel. And I got to tell you, I was very, very impressed all the way through. It is a cult classic. It's not going to be something that's going to overtake the original. This is going to sound weird. I'm going to see this as a West Side Story version of like the 2010 Karate Kid movie. A movie that actually was like, pretty freaking good, but most people are going to forget it existed.
Fair. Yeah. I can see that.
So, thank you. I found myself slightly eloquent in that one moment out of my day here today. So, all right. I figure we can wrap this up at this point now that we just crossed 3 hours in total. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Nah.
Cool. All right.
Pretty much just wait until next week, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta have a movie that's just as long.
Yeah. Well, then basically we can find something after that. We can do a 4 hour epic, maybe a 5 hour epic. Maybe we can revisit Titanic. We can revisit
No.
All the Lord of the Rings movies, the original. Actually, do the Hobbit movies too. Those are probably more of a grind than the original Lord of the Rings were.
Dude, don't tempt me. If I have a free Saturday, I could easily just like do that in the morning and just keep watching. I'll have this ongoing, and I'll just
do
be
a
like,
Mr. Beast style.
By hour 7, I'll just be like
watch
sleeping
party.
here, and I'll still be watching.
No Titanic, please, God, no Titanic.
Hey, they had a couple of sequels technically. Look it up sometime. Check that one out sometime. But yeah, tomorrow night on What Grinds My Gears, we may be griping a little bit more about the fact that they're doing a remake or basically a sequel to Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the sequel that we clearly in the world needed after we had Space Jam 2, which we also clearly very much needed.
See, no. The problem with Space Jam 2, they didn't have Michael Jordan. They had the other Michael Jordan.
They had Michael Jordan. They had Michael B. Jordan.
No, we want the other Michael Jordan.
But is that canon?
But yeah, what's that?
Is that canon though?
Yes, apparently it was because they referenced the other one. Yeah, but again, it's that's the sign of basically what generation you are, which Space Jam is better. So we talked about that with Mike Ventola on Monday, the AAA play-by-play guy for the Philadelphia Phillies organization. He's like, oh yeah, the first one. Anyone who says the second one is wrong. But yeah, so basically we're probably griping a little bit about Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2, apparently, and who knows from there. So
yeah, and I'm probably going to be on it. Hopefully, maybe I don't know. Probably we'll figure it out.
But yeah, so that'll be tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern on whatever channel you're watching this on. And yeah, I think we're good. Anything else?
Not just
that's all, folks.
Out there, everybody.
Yes. So thanks as always. Appreciate you guys tuning